Hey, Paul here from YouTube channel Older is Optional. Today, we're hopping on the motorbike solo to ride about 70 k's and then hike about 4 k's and up and over a mountain to try to catch a fish. Give us a thumbs up if you understand if you do the same just to catch that fish. Okay, so that's Wedge Island out there. That's where we're heading. I'm in a bit of a hurry because we've got to catch the tide. I haven't got time to take proper video, sorry. But that's, I will when I get over the other side. That's the land bridge I've got to go across. You can just see in the middle between those two gaps. That's the land bridge I've got to get to, and the tide's coming in. So it's a bit of a race to get there. Once I'm over there, I'm stuck. But we'll get there. Let's keep trucking on. Well, we're hammering along, I'm puffing because the tide's coming in fast. I've got a heavy pack. We've got to get to that gap. Come on, let's go. We can make it. I know we can make it. We got to get across that bridge. I reckon that bridge will be underwater in about half an hour. And we go over to that island, up and over the other side of the island, and we fish facing east out into the ocean from there. Can't wait. We're nearly there. Well, we made it across the bridge. We made it here in time. We're just heading across now. Once we're across here, we're stuck here until the tide changes. But we made it. Well done. Well, we made it across. If you look behind me, we're going to go back up and over that mountain behind us there, and then we're going to fish on the other side of that. We made it across. There was a bit of a race this morning against the tide on the bike, as you saw. But we made it. We did. We made it. And now we're going to head across that rock. And we're going to fish on the other side. Well, you look back over there. That's the bridge we came across. It's starting to have quite a considerable amount of water over it already. Another 15 minutes and I'm stranded here. That's okay, I'm gonna catch some fish. Well, we're on top of the mountain. To go over the top, just gotta go down the other side, which is sometimes the scariest part, going down the other side. But check out my view in the background, eh? One hell of a fishing spot. Might not catch any fish, but I'll tell you what, we're gonna enjoy the view. Yeah, I do have some concerns walking here about some snakes. I'm making lots of noise and we'll see how we go. That's where I've got to go next. So that's one of the bays that we're going to be fishing in. Beautiful and calm this morning, isn't it? But before we get there, I've got to go through here. And there's some big caves and some big drop-offs. I need to concentrate. That cave there, I think the penalty for failure there is pretty bad. Let's have a look, eh? So this is it. We're here. This is us the next couple of hours to try and catch some fish. Like I keep saying, if I don't catch any fish, that's okay, because how's that view? Anyway, I'm puffing after that walk. That was exhausting. Let's get our rods rigged up and have a fish, eh? So, I'm just going to rig up the lines. I'm going to put one with a pananostic and one with some prawns, one with some mullet, and see what we get. I've mentioned this a few times, that really remembering that I am just a guide. I'm not a guru. I'm just a guide, how I do it, and I bring you along for the journey. For those who are a bit run down by life, you need to come out with me, come and enjoy the sun, and hopefully maybe we can inspire you to have a go. So I'm just going to rig up my lines and we'll get into it. Okay, we're on again. I don't know what this is, but it's been taking some line. Okay, we're on a fish. I'm not sure what it is. We'll have a look. Actually, now I think about it, this is not very clever. There's a big turtle there. Very clever, because I'm taking him to where I don't know where I'm going to get him up. Well, that's another great grunter. A good grunter here. I'll just come across to where you can see me. A good fish, very good fish. Just move it back across, carefully across these rocks without making too much of a knot. This rod of mine and the the rig, the big jewel, and the Saragossa cope with that quite easily. Okay, let's have a look. So nice big grunter. These are good fighting fish. That was fun. On the big line, good fish. Caught that on mullet actually, not on the prawn. Caught that one on the mullet on the Pananosca rig. I'm going to say about 30-35 centimetres. Good grunter, beautiful colours, big spines at the top. You want to get clear of those, and we'll let him go. Both baits missing. We're onto a good fish. I don't know what it is, but she's angry. Can't get it caught up in this one. She's a nice grunter. Okay, so we've got a nice little grunter. Gonna chuck him back in a minute. Got a nice little grunter. Nice little grunter off the rocks here. Caught on a prawn. Beautiful fish. We'll chuck him back. That was fun. We want some more. Caught a beautiful little grunter off the rocks here. She's a beautiful fish. We want some more. We'll see what else we can get. We got him on a circle hook with a prawn on the big line. That's 50 pound, 60 pound leader, and some circle hooks. We'll chuck him back. Oh, oh, we're onto a fish. I hope I'm recording. I believe I am. But we got a fish. Not sure what I'm going to do with him. Oh, is he off? Oh, I lost him. Bugger. That was a fish. At this point, disaster strikes. I got hit by a massive fish, took some line, and not only that, took my rod, and I wasn't holding on to it. Fortunately, the braid cut on the rock, and I was able to go down and collect my rod. Lucky, that was a bit of an amateur moment. Could have gone really bad. Here we are, going to make some coffee, some morning tea. I've got some coffee and a cream bun. Leanne, I did make some bacon and eggs and froze it to bring out with me just to reheat. But in the hurry this morning, Leanne grabbed a piece of chicken. Can't do anything with that. But luckily on the way out, I grabbed some cream buns. So I've got a pack of green buns, which I'm going to have now, and I'm going to have a instant coffee as well, one of these. Been a good morning, couple of fish. Starting to get a bit windy now, but we'll have to get going soon. But first I'm going to have my coffee. My coffee and my cream bun, and we'll just sit here and wait for another fish. That's what we have to climb up. Come with me as we try and climb up here. Actually, quite difficult with the amount of weight on my back, because it makes me wanting to keep falling backwards, which I do not want to do. I definitely don't want to fall backwards. Wrong way. Timing's perfect. The bridge is now just coming out of the water, or the land bridge, so I'll be able to head across there now. Just probably half an hour too early, or 10-15 minutes too early, just to get around here without getting my feet wet. I can go through the rocks, that's no dramas. Just with this heavy pack, that's not easy, but no harder than what I've already done. Keep going, heading towards the land bridge now. You can see behind me, stunningly beautiful. Lots of marine life, crabs and fish swimming around, I can see them. But I'm buggered, I'm going home. I'm hungry and I'm going home. One thing, if you're coming up to North Queensland, actually there's more than one thing, lots of things you gotta be careful of. You gotta be careful of crocs, sharks, everything's trying to kill you, they're kanji. But one of the things you gotta be really careful of is the tides. We get massive tides up here. It took me ages to get used to it, up to 6 meters. Now we're just coming across our land bridge. This morning we come across, it was well underwater, and there's that couple there with a child I was talking to. I had to warn them to get back, because it wouldn't be much longer and they were going to be stuck out here with an infant on an island, and it's not pleasant if you're not prepared. So if you're coming to North Queensland, watch out for the big tides. They'll maroon you faster than you think. And what catches people out is the water comes back in under the sand, not necessarily on top, and catch you unawares. So where we are at the moment, this is called Cape Hillsborough, and behind me is the beach where it's famous for feeding the kangaroos at sunset. Beautiful area out here, Cape Hillsborough. Nice big beach, but lots of sand when the tide goes out. It's very shallow in there. So we're on the land bridge. Let me just do a quick circle around so you can see the land bridge that we get across. It hasn't been long over. In fact, there's still quite a bit of water on the track. That's okay, we can get through here. I've been across here when the water is waist deep. That's not much fun at all. In fact, now that I remember, it was in waist deep in the dark that I came across here. That's not clever. So we've made it safely across the land bridge, no dramas at all. If you do come to Hillsborough yourself, I'd really encourage it. It's a great place. You might not be able to see it, but behind me there's huge walks, lovely walks up through the mountains there. There's a natural indigenous fisherman's trap over the top of that mountain there that's really worth looking at. It's quite extraordinarily amazing, very resourceful. So yeah, if you come to Hillsborough, lots to do, lots to see. We're just on our last track. We've got probably about a kilometre to go. Just got to walk through these rocks. This can be quite treacherous if you have to walk in the water. I think I should be okay. Just hang on. Get out of that wind. So this is what I mean by just a little bit treacherous. She's a bit rocky. Actually, it's not too bad. Normally, if you've got to cross out there in the river, in the water there, she's pretty bad. Oh, just got around to the edge here. I mentioned a couple of times that it can be quite treacherous. This is probably the most treacherous part, only that if you get the tide wrong, you have to walk in about knee-deep water, and there's heaps of rocks, and it's a real recipe for a broken foot or a broken ankle, so just got to be careful with that. But if you time your tides better than I have today, you don't have to get in the water. With any luck, I think I might have just got it just right. I've made it back to the main beach of Cape Hillsborough. That's it behind me. Now what's interesting about that, it's dead flat, and because it's such a high tide here, length of tide, and so flat there's lots of hard sand packed down. You can actually drive your car on there, and that Lee and I have actually seen them having quite sensational, they sail on go-karts racing there. Man, they fly, and it's perfect conditions there because the wind hustles through there and they can get speed up. I've also seen planes land in here on the sand here, and more importantly, you may have seen an Instagram moment where they feed the kangaroos on the beach. We've done that. If I can find some of that footage, I'll put it in now if you have a look at it. But you can feed the kangaroos on the beach here. Well, the guy gets a bit cranky if you feed them, so you have to do it when he's not looking, and then that's okay. Kangaroos seem to be okay with it. So that's the beach behind me, Cape Hillsborough. Worth having a look at. If you see, up in there is all the camping, caravan, tenting, cabins. I think they've even got a swimming pool. Lots of people swim and sail in here as well. Beautiful spot. Give us a comment in the comments if you've been to Cape Hillsborough. What do you think of it? I think it's pretty alright. Here's the caravan park camping area in Hillsborough. Nice green sites, which is rare on the beach. Quite good. Looks to be powered, water, camp kitchen. Looks alright. Cape Hillsborough camping area. Well, I've just got back. Everything's flat and I'm buggered. But I made it back, caught some fish, and this is the camping area, not camping, I guess day area at Cape Hillsborough, coming to barbecue. But that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you loved it, there's more. Click on the next video, watch some more, and if you wouldn't mind, like and subscribe, that would be great. Anyway, have a great week and we'll see you next week.